yet to do so. The likes of Lobby Stars, Abia Warriors, Wiki Tories, Niger Tornadoes, Sunshine Stars, and El Kanemi Warriors are the other clubs that have been notified that their facility short falls of the club licensing requirement. The worst hit are Lobby Stars, Abia Warriors, and Niger Tornadoes, which the inspectors noted in separate reports requires serious and extensive makeover works to meet, the required municipal standards. So when I saw the story, you now want to ask yourself, so which stadiums were they using last season? So between when the league ended, how many weeks or months back, and now the stadiums are now in a state where you can't even hold a decent game of football, or I mean, what does this entail?
Yeah, yeah. You may be right in your analysis that okay, most people are they using last season.
Oh,
For me, I felt maybe the league management, the league management, let's say, just the default league management,
league
the default
management.
league management
Yeah.
committees, or the organizers of the NPFL,
Mm.
suddenly woke up from their slumbers and
Yeah,
felt
exactly.
that those
Mm.
stadiums are not fit.
Mm.
And you could agree with them. For instance, just like you say, those stadiums were they using before,
Mm.
and you cannot ask why Plateau United are not playing at home.
Exactly.
Why Kwara United are
They're
not
not
playing
playing, yeah.
are not playing their cup
Yeah, cup at
competition
home,
at
yeah.
home.
Mm.
So these are some of the evidence to show that they are just being
Exactly.
they have just been
Yeah.
compromised, and that's all this one.
Mm.
And it's one of the things that have contributed in face negatively on the development of our sport.
Very well.
You can't
Yeah.
Football is about entertainment, and you
Yeah.
can't play football on if facility if the facility is not if the stadium is not it's not suitable for holding. You can't bring out your best.
Yeah.
You see a player enjoys the way you are playing on a natural and a very beautiful stadium.
Mm.
But here in the country, and it clearly shows that we are not ready for football development in this country. You can out of 20 clubs participating in the Nigerian competing in the Nigerian league, none, none, and maybe wrong, but whatever you say, none can be none have a befitting stadium that can be adjusted as the best standard.
Maybe
Probably
the Nest of
after
Champions.
Nest
Yeah.
of Champions
Mm.
or Rivers
Yeah.
Port Harcourt.
Okay, yeah.
Even those Port Harcourt, except Nest of Champions that you can
Mm.
say meet all the requirements
Yeah.
and standards. But even that Nest of Champions sometimes has even come to question about the maintenance of that pitch.
That's the problem.
The maintenance has also come into issue before. And at the same time, because and all those things happen because those facilities are owned by government.
Yeah.
And you know the lackadaisical attitudes of government when it comes to maintenance of this maintenance in this country. Because government property is not anybody property.
Yeah.
Until we begin to run sport as a private business entities. For if you look at and why we can't compete, either we like it or not. Even this one, we are praising our team that okay, they hold the North against the North African team, and we we are celebrating. It's just a temporary measure. It's just
Very
temporary.
well.
On the long term, we can't compete with this North Africa when it comes to club football. Because North African, as they are coming to Nigeria, as a detained of property, because those clubs are owned by private companies. Private government has no hand in those clubs. All those Alalis, Expirate of Kenyans, all your head of are all private entities, private business. And that is why if they are coming for any competitions in Nigeria, they come with a charter flight. Come with a charter flight, come with their own food, come with everything they needed.
Yeah.
But in our own case, when we want to travel to Tunisia, we go and book a flight, joining with other passengers who are traveling to Tunisia. In some instances, we may even want to go to Egypt from a flight to Dubai again.
Yeah, exactly.
Before flying to Egypt.
Exactly. Mm.
And look why it's quite disheartening. And these are some of the things that are in huge negative on the development of football. You can't play football when there's no speech. And going until we begin, I hope the new master plan is already on the front burner of everybody. Is implemented because we are just joking when it comes to football development in this country because we are not really ready. Firstly, none of the football club in this country has a facility. Kano Pillar, for instance, don't have a stadium. They are probably, if you go to Kano Pillar Stadium in the Shabon, it's just their own what they call Kano Pillar Stadium. There's nothing to write home about, but they are only making use of the government stadium. If you go to Plateau State, they don't have it. It's big use of government stadium. And that is why, for instance, oh my God, it's quite disheartening. For instance, any Bafu is who should be our prime club, and it will be a good example of club competitions or club management of club in this country. Is such people. Anyba up to today, Anyba can't boast a befitting student on their own. Anyba don't have secretariat up to today.
It's terrible because when we keep talking about, for investors to come incorporate, these are the things they check because nobody puts in money where there is no structure. Because for the league to even be on TV, you have to have good speeches.
Yes.
To even be pleasing to the eyes. That's why sometimes, even normally, you see young people when they are watching Nigerian football, they come and they say, "Oh," and they tune the station because it's not even good to watch.
Yes, because
Exactly.
the pitch is not
Completely.
It's not something you can
Exactly.
see and
It's just like going to a roadside or maybe a backyard somewhere to watch a game of football. And you imagine those kind of games,
primary school food competitions.
And you can imagine putting that kind of thing on the screen. So you can't be calling for corporate sponsorship like we heard yesterday when the NFF is saying yes, sponsorship. I said, look, you have to put your house in order. It's not as if this corporate sponsors don't know where to put their money. A lot of them are interested in investing in football, but they want to see some level of seriousness before you put your money.
Yeah, and you are saying if we keep on compromising the standards and we can't deceiving ourselves, think that the rot in the football system in the country is very deep. The rot is too much. And if the league organizers say they want to do the right thing, just like they just stand, this one is just a plane to the gallery. I can be very assured that all those clubs that don't mention, nothing will be added.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing will be added.
The league will start and
the league will start and they'll be using the But if the league managers they want to go into detail and to ensure that all the speech meet the basic requirement of play, non-club will the match.
Very well. Right. Away from that now to some other football news where the under-23, that's the Olympic Eagles, lost 3-0 to an academy side, VIA Academy. Actually, that match was played this morning. It's part of preparations for the team ahead of their second round qualifier against Tanzania. The first leg will see Tanzania host under-23 Eagles on Saturday, while the reverse fixture will be played on the 22nd of October. Well, I saw this story this morning. I didn't even know what to make of it because, this is a team that is hoping to, fly Nigeria's flag at the Olympic, but get beaten by an academy club, not even an NPFL side. I was wondering what kind of players were on parade for the under-23 Eagles. Was it? I don't know. But all we know is the under-23 Eagles, and these are part of for the fact that they are part of that game. It means that the ones who are going to take on Tanzania. So to be beaten by one academy that, a lot of us are even struggling to know who the academy is. 3-0, for me, I'm not ashamed to say, but that's a big shame.
When I keep on saying, we can do apologize. I have nothing against Coach. I have nothing against Coach. But to me, it's one of those who is just being hyped for nothing. Sadly for you, when it comes to football, Sadly has nothing to offer.
There are a lot of home-based coaches
his coaching pedigree in this country is very, very good. But I wonder how he's so being lucky that he's so being loved by the NFF official. He has nothing to do. But for instance, because you are losing to a non-league side in Nigeria.
And not even an academy.
A non-league side.
Academy,
Well, I can bet you that if the club like this play a club like Fossil Academy, that Fossil Academy will give them 10-0.
Sure. I agree with you.
Fossil Academy will give them 10-0. I'm very sure if they can not lose to just a VIP academy that nobody can even make go of the club. 3-0, not just 3-0. And this is Super Eagle, Super Eagle assistant. This is the Sam Salisu that played against Ghana last month for Chad qualifier. He went to Ghana and they lose and they come here to play to draw. But yet they say if you have a match the match against Tanzania is coming on in about 10 days to come, in 10 days or 9 days time. And why can't you draw the same player that you
fall in that age category? In fact, the bulk of them fall in that category.
So that play against Ghana. And at the same time, look at it. We have and that is one of the things that I keep on deciding that Nigerian coaches are just a different space that you know about us now. Either they know their owners or they know their thing about. We have player that play that we're talking about the Olympic next year. And the player that play against the Wafu team or the 20 that won the Wafu competition, most of those players, why not invite most of those players into those teams?
It's as simple as that.
The players are Daniel Daga, who was instrumental for the Wafu under 20 championship, who won the champion, won the BIP of the tournament, once two, one man of the match, was
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why bring new players from nowhere?
You can see the kind of embarrassment Salisu Yusuf is causing himself. To me, it's just embarrassing himself.
It's a huge
and I believe that the new leadership of Nigeria Football Federation should realize quick that Salisu Yusuf, if they make a mistake to allow Salisu Yusuf to continue, we are not going to be the Olympic next year.
And I said the other day, why is he the only person who is taking care of the Chan Eagles? You took the Wafu also, and also the assistant coach of Super Eagles, and also in charge of the Olympic Eagles. Are you the only coach who knows how to do the job? There are so many coaches all over the place.
The new board of Nigeria Football Federation, led by Ishu, should know quickly if they decide that Nigeria should be at the Olympic next year. Charlie should be removed quickly
as soon as possible. Let's go quickly on a break, and when we come back, we still have so much more to give to you on Sports Up. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
All right, welcome back from that break. You're still on to Sports Orbit. To our next story, which has to do with actually the beach Super Saiyan Eagles, where Nigeria has withdrawn from participating at the 2022 Beach Soccer African Cup of Nations, which is to be hosted by Mozambique, although no reasons were given for that withdrawal. But, well, I have some reliable sources who I spoke with earlier on today, and they said actually it's due to financial issues. Exactly, but of course, this story is not completed, but I had to put through some calls. They said, no, clearly it's due to some financial issues. And I said, you see, over and over again, these issues, this is 2022, but we still keep experiencing these issues once again, not going for a tournament because of financial constraints.
Well, I may be wrong, but in my view, if the leadership of the Nigeria Football Federation decided to withdraw the Nigeria Beach Eagles competition, I applaud them and give them a thumbs up. Reason being that you can't continue to accumulate debt. Nigeria Football Federation at the moment, PNIC Federation left over 2 billion debt. Okay, as I'm speaking, Nigeria Football Federation is indebted to over 2 billion debt. Owing hotel, owing marketers, owing national team players, coaches, everybody. The staff of Nigeria Football Federation, the staff of NFL in the last 5 months have not collected salary. I'm not collecting salary. Not talking of the coaches. The Super Falcon that compete at the WAFCON in Morocco have not been paying off their allowance and bonus up to today. Including all the national teams, including the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles last
draw is still being owed huge sums of money.
The Super Eagles, the last AFCON qualifier against Sierra Leone and Satomi, they have not been paid off their match bonus to today. And then not talking of the hotel where they normally lodge all those players that come and they are owing them. So Gusso he is inherited a depth, and Gusso need to work hard.
Exactly.
He and his board need to work hard first to recover football, to recover Nigeria football first. Because what Nick and administration has done, they have told Nigeria, he has taken Nigeria football completely downward. So I give school Gusso and his board thumbs up for withdrawing from that competition. So you can't continue to borrow money to go and compete in competition. Despite all the federal government grant, despite all the FIFA grant, despite all the CAF grant, and all the sponsorship that Pinnick is bragging about, that he has a lot of sponsorship in Nike, he has a sponsorship in this, has a sponsorship in all. Nigeria football is in a serious mess.
Completely. It's really a sad situation, but we'll see how the story unfolds in the next couple of days. Now, to some basketball news, where the NBBF has set up 12 committees actually to restore basketball in the country. This is coming shortly after the inauguration by Sports Minister Sunday Dare. Earlier on in the press statement, the NBBF revealed that 12 committees as named Emergency Technical Competition, Sponsorship, Marketing, Women League, Development, Premier League Management, Division 1 League Management, Division 2 League Management, Media and Publicity, Zenith League Management, as well as Youth Development, being the 12 committees. President of the NBBF, Musa Kida, is heading the Emergency Committee, which also includes Vice President of the NBBF, that's Babatunde Ogunlade, as well as Soliu Adebisi Razak, while Peter Njoku, the NBBF scribe, will also be leading the Youth Development and the 3x3 Basketball Committee. So, well, for the NBBF, looks like finally, since their board has been given some sort of legality, they are beginning to let Nigerians see that, okay, this we are beginning to do some work.
Yeah, what we want to see is not a committee room, it's not a board meeting.
Yeah,
what we want to see is the action, or let us see physical action. It's good, yes, it's good that he's setting up a committees to midwife all those other various issues at this on the ground, like the league and the development, youth development. Good initiative.
Yeah.
But I hope that it will come to a reality, and let's see what those committees are going to do. It's not about just setting a new committee, but I also empower them to ensure that they carry out their function and perform credibly and perform their function.
Very well. All right, to some other news now. A bit of transfer news where involves Nigerian midfielder, that's Alexander Iwobu, where he's already in talks with Everton on the possibility of a new contract. The Nigerian has been in good form under Frank Lampard, as he has been directly involved in 4 Premier League goals this season for Everton, having scored 1 goal and providing 3 assists. He has scored or assisted in 3 consecutive league appearances for the first time since 2016. Therefore, it will be a good one for him. At a point, at Everton was looking like Everton were even looking like they might even offload him, to the lower league. But all of a sudden he's reawakened, resurgent in his form, and of course to also show that Everton are pleased with him, are offering him a new bumper contract.
Yeah, congratulations to Alex Wobis, and the coming of Lampard to Everton is a blessing. It's a blessing to Alex Wobis, and Alex Wobis has benefited immensely from Lampard to coming to Tottenham and to Everton. And it's good that just like to appreciate his contributions so far. Iwobi has emerged as a key player in the Everton.
Very well.
The team is appear to be built around him, and he has not disappointed so far. So, and then to encourage him so far, and I think he needs to take this with 2 hands, and at the same time not rest on his words, and he know that he still needs to improve more.
All right, to some other Nigerian player who was also doing big things. That's talked about Nigeria's Victor Osimhen, who returned back to action yesterday in that Champions League encounter, Napoli against Ajax, in which Napoli were 4-2 winners in that one. Well, the interesting part is Victor Osimhen came in that one and got the 4th goal in that 4-2 defeat of Ajax. I mean, you can clearly see why he's highly rated by, Napoli, by his coach, coming back from that layoff to, be on the score sheet once again.
Yeah, a good one. Congratulations, and it's will be we're happy that they'll see him back and not just back and to test action, but test it to make it impact that
Very
yes,
well.
he was on the score sheet and good one. We're happy that he's back. And but I don't know what is happening in Ajax. I don't know. Ajax,
Yeah, I mean,
it's like
Ajax.
Ten Hag has carried everything away from Ajax.
No, but truth is, apart from losing their coach, Ajax sold quite a good number of players without bringing in quality replacements. So I think that's also affecting them. And the Champions League, they haven't been doing well at all this season.
No, not even just losing them, but they lose anytime they lose well.
Yeah.
Which is quite unfortunate. From the league, they are completely out of any any hope of progressing to the next round of the competition. It's not the good campaign for Ajax at all. And they need to find out why it happened. If you lose your coach, you sell the coach, the coach should show much belief in who has done well with the club. And if another coach come in, or maybe you need to
especially selling very, very key players without replacing them. So key players, and none of them were, Anyway, to another team who is also struggling in the Champions League, that's talking about Barcelona, where, of course, Coach Xavi Hernandez has says the team does not, deserve to progress to the knockout stage of the Champions League following that 3-3 draw against Inter Milan at the Camp Nou last night in that one. Well, Barcelona started that one brightly, scoring first goal, but Inter equalized, went ahead before Barcelona had to struggle to come back. Inter went ahead again before that almost nearly stoppage time winner where Barca had to, level it 3-3 and just taking 1 point. I mean, the way it stands, Barca are condemned to, they must win their last 2 encounters.
And even though if they win, if that survive, that will depend on the result of other matches.
No, that's what I'm saying. I say even if they win their last 2 encounters, because as it stands, all Inter needs now is just to win 1 match.
Yes.
Because Inter already are on 7 points.
7 points.
So 1 match would take them to 7 points.
After a season match.
Yeah, because they're on 6 points. Without matches, 7 points. While Barca has just 4 points. So Inter, all they need to do is win 1 and a draw, and they're home and dry.
We start the second person is on the table there.
Of course, Inter, Bayern Munich are home and dry already.
Bayern Munich already through.
Yeah, Inter are second with 7 points. Barca are third. Victoria Plzen are completely out of it for now.
And with 2 matches to go.
Yeah, which of one of them is against Bayern? That's what Barcelona. So all Inter needs to do is to, and most likely Inter will defeat Victoria Plzen. All Inter needs to do is win against Plzen and struggle for a draw.
So that's true.
It's
good that Xavi Hernandez has admitted that the club don't even deserve to progress, but even though they progress in the next round, there's nothing to do. So they should just face on the La Liga. They are topping the La Liga table, and I wonder why they are topping the La Liga table and they can't hold their own in the Champions League. It's quite disappointing, and it shows that in the Inter Milan are yet to recover.
All right. We'll see our pans out, and we will go through some Europa League matches. Also, will be going down tonight. Of course, first match not too long from here, though it'll be 5:45 p.m. where it'll be Greece side AEK Larnac versus Fenerbahce, while the likes of Dynamo Kiev will host French side Rene Bodo-Glimt, while Vuitton Leg will be hosting Arsenal in that one, while for Real Betis will be against Roma. For Union Saint-Gilloise will be against Braga, Feyenoord, Midtjylland. 2 Dutch sides will actually be meeting, I think so. Yeah, Nantes versus Freiburg, Karabakh FK versus Olympiacos, while PSG will be at home to FC Zurich. For Ludogorets, it will be against HJK, Union Berlin, Malmo, while United will welcome Omonia Nicosia. Real Sociedad versus Sheriff, Lazio, Stormgrass, Trabzonspor, Monaco, while Ferencvarosi will host Red Star Belgrade. Well, after tonight's matches, some of these clubs will even be completely out of it, while some will be warming up from the Champions League to come and join them. The likes of Juventus, Barca are looking like they might come and join this
Join the
party
like of Arsenal and
in Europa.
Man U in Europa. And
Exactly.
Arsenal, people like some club like Arsenal and Man U may likely book their place in the next round.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Matches. If they want to do that, then that would definitely qualify them
Exactly.
for the next round of competitions.
All right, that's all we can take on today's episode of Sports Orbit. Tomorrow, Friday, we'll give you a Friday episode. Of course, the Premier League also returns this weekend, and tomorrow we'll give you a complete review of those matches as they go down. Salifu, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
All right, stay safe out there. My name is Afa Acho, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.